Hey, it's 1.10, a Raisin in the Sun outlining drafting paragraphs. We're also going to write paragraphs by the end of this lesson as a should do or aspire to do. The must do includes you brainstorming and outlining your paragraphs that will then become the summative assessment. So our lesson objective, students will be able to write paragraphs that analyze a symbol and a character from the play. Here are the 4 characters you are going to choose from. So let's take a look at this more closely. The essay prompt, the prompt for your 2 paragraphs is, how does the author use symbolism and characterization to make a point about dreaming for a better future? And your job then is to write about one of the characters in A Raisin in the Sun, a dream this character has, and a symbol that connects to their dream. So if you remember, we have these 4 main characters. Our first character is Ruth Younger. What do we know about her? Well, she is in her 30s. She's Walter's wife, Travis's mom. She keeps the household running. She's often ironing, especially early in the play when we see her. She's introduced on the bottom of page 27, so you'll get a good description if you turn to the play and read that about her. On pages 87 to 89, I think we really hear about Ruth's dream. So turn to those pages if you're going to write about her, and make sure you read those. And as far as a symbol goes for her, I think it could be a lot of different things. Try looking on page 75, page 87, and page 94 for some tips about a symbol for Ruth. If you're going to write about Walter Lee Younger, what do we know about him? Well, he's in his 30s. He is the man of the house. He works as a chauffeur. He's Travis's father, Ruth's husband. He's first introduced on page 25. For his dream, look on pages 33, 42, 73, and 95. And what about a symbol that connects with him? Maybe it's the check or just money in general. Good pages to check are on 26, 41, 70, and 74. If you are writing about Lena Younger or Mama, she is in her early 60s, full-bodied and strong, we're told. She's Walter Lee and Benitha's mom. We hear about her dream on pages 44 to 46. And for a symbol for her, it could be the plant, perhaps. It could be something else, maybe the house, maybe that garden, the house with the garden, any of those. Check pages 39, 40, and 52 for those. Benitha is our last character you can choose from. She's about 20, Walter Lee's sister. She's in college. She's first introduced on page 35. For her dream, check on page 36, 50, 66 to 67, or page 76. A symbol for her, well, maybe it's going to college. Maybe it is the guitar that she carries around a lot. Maybe it is the books that she has to pack and she talks to people about. There could be a lot of different symbols that you could use for Benitha. Okay, I did an example here, some kind of basic information that I used on Assegai. And then I came up with a thesis statement and I drafted some paragraphs. So I wanted you to see this as an example. Now, you can't choose Assegai. You have to choose one of the 4 characters we just went through. But for Assegai, I have basic information on him, ideas for his dream, and then a symbol. Okay, and so you'll need to do the same thing for your character. Let's take a look at what you are actually supposed to write in your must do. So turn there right now. You've got some questions, and the first one is, which character will you write about? Your choices are Mama, Ruth, Walter Lee, or Benitha. Write one down right now. It's time to pick. The next question we have, why did you choose this character? That is really up to you. You get to decide why you chose the character, and I just want you to tell me what your reasons were. What do you like about the character? What's interesting about the character? Anything like that would be fine. Right now we're just brainstorming. Oh, I'm going to have to click this a bunch of times. Use your play or the good quotes document in Schoology to find a quote with page number about this character's dream. For number 4, go back to the play or your reading questions in 1.2, 1.4, 1.6, 1.7, and 1.9 to find out what their dream is. Use the pages that I just included as well. Question 5 is, how does the character work for their dream? Do they change the way they try to achieve the dream? Do they ever lose hope? Do they change their dream itself? Now, it's going to be really important that you start looking at how the character changes in between or between acts 1 and, this should say, 3. Because for most of the characters, it takes them the whole play before they are able to really change. And so it's really key to look at Act 3. What ends up happening to the character in their dream by the end of the play is number 6. What happens at the end of the play that's connected to their dream? So reread Act 3. That is crucial here in order to get to this meaning. Act 3 takes place pages 131 to 151. And read, you don't have to read every single line, but read your character's lines. What do they say? Look for anything having to do with what they wanted, with their dream, or anything having to do with the symbol that's connected with them. That's what you're going to write about for number 7. What is a symbol connected to this character's dream? What does this symbol represent? So pick one now, find a quote from the play or from the Good Quotes document if you need help on that. 8, how does this symbol connect with the character, their dream, and or how they work for their dream? Be specific. Look in the play. What does the character do or say about this symbol? And for number 8 now, it's time to draft a thesis statement about your character, their dream, and a symbol that connects with them. Here's a sentence frame for you. In A Raisin in the Sun, character's dream is, and then list the dream, and Lorraine Hansberry uses the symbol of, list the symbol, to represent, and then what the symbol represents. So here's my example for you. In A Raisin in the Sun, Asagai's dream is to bring progress to Africa, and Lorraine Hansberry uses the symbol of a geometric line into infinity to represent how progress never ends for an idealist. Okay, this is now your time to draft your own thesis statement. Use the sentence frame and all the brainstorming you've just done. Feel free to ask Ms. Nelson or me for help at any time.